Hello, everybody. My name's Tim. I'm not a professional at making videos. There you go from there. Anyway, I just wanted to relate my experience in the Christian world because I wanted to just help my friend over here. I'll call him my friend. We never met at Truth Unedited. And there's been some people that have really been trying to give the brother some grief on YouTube and trying to discredit the man and preach against his teachings. And, I know these things are going to come. You know, the word tells us there'll be persecution. People come against us. But I want to give you my experience. I was I was taken to the Baptist church when I was a baby. I came up in the Baptist church. My dad was an adult Sunday school teacher, led one of the choir director, and I joined the Navy as a young man and got a little wild. Got saved in the Navy, um, and then after I got out of service, I had occasion to during my life, I had occasion to teach classes and uh, speak in front of people. Did some prison ministry, and I was wrong about every bit of it. I was wrong because I had the wrong foundation. I had the wrong belief. When I was in church, they never taught what was in the word. And not just the Baptist church. I've been to Pentecostal churches. I've been to the denominational churches. And now that I've heard this man and I'm reading the scriptures for myself from start to finish, I'm understanding what this man is saying. Truth Unedited, you should try it out. And a lot of people won't be able to accept it, I know, because you got your family to deal with. You don't want to believe differently from them, your friends, people you work with. You don't want to believe differently from them. A lot of people won't be able to accept it, and a lot of people will be taken away. And that's just the bottom truth of it. They'll be taken away, and they'll fall into darkness because they didn't want to change because they didn't want to stop celebrating pagan holidays, didn't want to be against their friends and family, co-workers, associates, just and just wanted everything to just go status quo. I understand that. I've been there. I even followed that prosperity gospel. Man, I was into it. You send them money. And see, the Lord spoke to my heart. I didn't mean to say the Lord. I'm in the habit of saying the Lord. I have to learn to say his name. Yahuwah. The dry bones are waking up. Thank you, Yahuwah, for Yahushua HaMashiach. Don't be lost just because you don't want to change the way you do things. We need help. Yahuwah knows we need help. And he sent this man, this prophet to help us. He's out here crying in the wilderness. Don't harden your heart to him. Listen to what he has to say. It'll help your life. None of these ministries that you see on TV, they're not teaching what's actually in the Word. No church I've gone to personally taught what was actually in the Word. And some things that would have been helpful just never came up. I'm gonna tell you how I got saved at the Baptist church when I was a kid coming up. They had a thing. They had a bench in front of the church, and it was just like the rest of the benches, but it was just the very front bench up there. They called that the moaning bench, right? So how you got saved is you went up there to the moaning bench. And you got down on your hands and knees at the moaning bench, usually beside other people coming to be saved. Then they read one scripture. Romans chapter 10:9. Up until that point, I'd never heard it. But we on the moaning bench, praying to be saved. And the only instruction any of us got was don't come up from the moaning bench. Don't come up till you get something. And then after that, after you came up from the moaning bench, they took you to the church covenant. It was hanging on the wall, this big piece of felt with fringe on it, kind of decorated up. And they had the church covenant on it. And you read out the church covenant. I know it sounds ridiculous, man, but this is how it happened. I ain't kidding. You read the church covenant, and it was it. And then you got the right hand of fellowship. Everybody would come up and shake your hand. That was called the right hand of fellowship. And a lot of times the pastor would say, I want everybody to come up and give brother so and so the right hand of fellowship. Not the left hand, but the right hand. It was ridiculous, bro. I came up, I had no nothing. I was just going to church. Because I just thought that was what you're supposed to do. I didn't know that there was anything called the way. That's what the disciples was called. They called themselves the way. It was the way. It wasn't Christianity. It was the way. They called themselves the separated ones. And following uh, Yahuwah, his word, that was the way. All of it. So many times I've been to, especially the Pentecostal and denominational churches. Some of them pastors preach that we don't live in the old commandment anymore. That the old commandment's taken away, and that's just a lie from hell. You don't think Satan got into the seminary? You don't think he got behind the pulpit? You don't. You think he just left all that alone? This video is long enough, and I believe I've made my point. Check out the brother on Truth Unedited. He'll help you gain some real knowledge. And just don't listen to him. I mean, read your word. Open your word with him and read the word. And he gonna display the word anyway. But get you, he gonna display the word. You follow the word. I'm telling you, if you're anything like I was, going to church, you don't even know what the word is. This world has gotten to a place where you just can't be out here playing with your soul, man. Just keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with your friends, keeping up with your family, because you don't want conflict with them. You want to believe. You don't want to get out of line and not be believing the same thing they believe. Don't lose yourself over that, man. I'm fortunate in a lot of ways because you know my family don't live in the same state, so we don't have a lot of contact. And when I try to tell them about these things, these spiritual matters, I don't know. Hopefully, one of them will listen. I hope one of them will listen. But what can you do? You can only tell it and hope people accept it, but not everybody will. Be good to each other. See ya.